Hello everybody! Today we are in the Masungi Georeserve, a conservation area and a rustic rock garden tucked in the rainforest of the province of Rizal in the Philippines. Reserving about a week before our actual visit, we were so excited and prepared for this hike physically and mentally. We looked forward to commune with nature and re-energize ourselves while doing so. So we wandered through the pathways for an encounter with some plant species. Truly refreshing to find ourselves outdoors. Though be forewarned, it's not an easy hike, especially for someone like me, who's quite somehow a self-confessed lampa. Yes. I am a person who's usually afraid of heights and have wiggling knees. But yes, I still try, and as you can see here, I'm actually struggling to get up to the mountain via the rope. So yes, I'm so glad that I have friends who cheered on me that I can do it. And true enough, yes, slowly but surely, we were able to climb this first part of the hike. So there are two kinds of trails that you can do here. The Discovery Trail, or this one which we're doing, which is a lot of climbing, and then the Legacy Trail where there are no rope courses. So you can also opt for that if you don't want to be climbing so much. So the trails are actually open for requests to visit, and they're open during weekdays from Tuesday to Friday, and they're open during weekends, Saturday and Sunday. Do note that guests may only be accommodated in the Georeserve if you have a confirmed visit, so make sure that you do reserve and place that in advance to at least 4 days prior to your intended date of visit at the very least. This place is truly worth your time and visit. It is actually acclaimed so many awards, like the World Travel and Tourism Council as a finalist in the Destination Stewardship Tourism for Tomorrow Awards of the World Travel and Tourism Council. It has also been a finalist in the 15th Tourism Awards United Nations World Tourism Organization and the Pathfinder Award Special Commendations for Innovation for Conservation, Financing, and Resourcing of the IUCN, UNDP, and the Wild Ark, and the National Geographic Society's Exploration Grantee, as well as Model for Balanced Man-Nature Interactions World Conservation in its Congress in 2016. So this part of the hike is called the Sapon, or a web-style viewing platform where you can get a spectacular view of Laguna de Bay, the biggest lake in the Philippines. This is usually the most photographed part of the hike for people who visit the Masungi Georeserve. But this is just about a third of the entire hike. As indicated, if you would check in their website, this would be a 3 to 4 hour hike. But for those of us who would take our time and just really enjoy the scenery and the nature, it took us about 4 to 5 hours. So now what you're seeing here is actually the most difficult part for me, climbing again and then going down from that mountain through the rope course once again. Yes, my hands got cold and clammy, but yes, you can see there, I was still smiling for the photo, but actually I was so scared. But yes, I was able to do it. Thank God. Some rules and regulations: absolutely no littering of any kind is allowed, and the park is strictly a non-smoking zone. Please take note that this is limited to persons 13 years of age and above for security purposes. The hike is ideal for outdoor and nature enthusiasts, regular and beginner hikers, groups and families who are looking for a day tour or day trip from Manila and a unique experience together away from the city. As for the fees, it's at 1,500 per guest for the weekdays and 1,800 pesos for the guests for the weekends. Do check though, as it may change. And the inclusions of that would be a local park ranger guide and some complimentary light refreshments after the hike. You're also encouraged to bring your own water, and refilling stations are actually available, so you need not bring a lot. For your outfit, make sure that you wear something covering your legs, because There will be a lot of climbing and you might get scratched. Do check on your weather too so that you wear something appropriate if it's rainy or if it's sunny there. So this part of the hike is called the Tatay, or the first and taller one among two peaks with a natural sculpture and formation composed of several rocks piled on top of one another. It has been so beautiful during our visit. There's even a rainbow that appeared. And then there's also the Nanay, or the second peak, which features 5 limestone rock peaks interconnected by bridges. So for beginner hikers like me, the hike is quite strenuous. Like I mentioned earlier, it took us about 4 to 5 hours to finish the entire hike. So to prepare for this, you need to make sure that you have enough sleep the night before and that at least you've tried to exercise to be ready for this, because 4 to 5 hours of hiking is really something tough. So yes, but then again, it's really worth it. The bonding experience is really superb. So yes, go do it with family, loved ones, and friends. Just make sure you're fit and healthy. Thanks for watching and subscribing. Maraming salamat po!